So today I am going to pamper myself for quarantine and chill. I just woke up, I washed my face and brushed my teeth, and I just want to say to you guys that I'm proud of you for staying safe and quarantining and social distancing, because to me that's playing a big role in being a hero as well. So good job on that. I work at a hospital, so I haven't been really quarantining and chilling unless it's like my off days, but for the most part I can't really social distance from the actual COVID patients, you know. So I have been geared up all the time with the mask, the cap, my glasses. So basically I've been hiding my face, hiding my hair, and I've been looking kind of bummy because of that. And I just want to like kind of pamper myself today. That's why I'm doing my feet. I'm going to Coconut. While I'm doing my feet, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about my experience with the COVID-19. I'm a very affectionate person. I like to hug, I like to cuddle. I like to lay in my mom's lap at the age of 25. Like, so when this first like began and it got real, like I kind of broke down. I'm not gonna lie to you, I broke down in tears because like it was some days that I really just wanted to just be held, or you know, just be around my family. And I live in a house with them and I can't even be with them. Like it's just something, you know. Which I know there are families who do work in the healthcare industry and they still spend time with their family. I'm the most emotional person. Like sometimes I be very emotionless, but that's only because I know how to turn it on and turn it off. So when I go to work, like you have to be strong. So like, okay, I do x-rays and say someone is crying, like I have to shut off my empathetic side. I'm like, look, I have to get this. Like, I have to do this for my doctor. I'm not doing this to hurt you. But if, you know, the quicker we get this done, the quicker you can, you know, go back to your comfortable space and you don't have to stretch your arm out anymore. Like, say I need to do an elbow. It's only like boom, boom, 2 pictures. And it be those patients who's prolonging it by, you know, being fearful when they making it worse than what it is. So I had to like cut off my empathy button and just like think, okay, this is my job. I have to do this for the doctor to diagnose, because if I do it wrong, then they can miss something and it'll be my fault because I'm being too empathetic and caring. Oh my gosh, I'm hurting them. So when I get to work, I kind of have to shut that off. And so that's how I feel like the COVID-19. Like I have to like be strong, or else I will scare the patient if I'm not showing that I'm strong. You know, if I show that I'm scared of the virus, then it only scares them more. I go to work like it's just my job, you know. So it really hits me. It only really hits me about how serious this is when I'm constantly reminded. Like when they say we're heroes and stuff, like you making it real for me. And at this point, I don't want it. Like I don't want to think that this is real. I want to just go to my job and pretend that it's just a job and pretend that it's just a flu. So I mean, I know how real it is, but when I go to work, like I don't want to be constantly in fear. If you constantly hear it on the news, constantly seeing on social media, and then your family's talking about it, and your friends, and you have to work around it. Like, imagine like the mental impact it is. It's like I would go crazy. Like, I'm gonna go crazy if I keep. I'm gonna go crazy if I let it get to me, you know. And just don't pay attention to my ashy legs. I know they're ashy. Let me go ahead and pick my toenails. Last night, like, I was so pissed because I had a patient who was positive for coronavirus like 2 weeks ago, so it's probably like faded by then. But like, I was pissed because the doctor had me risk myself to do x-rays, bring to my department to do x-rays for the lumbar spine for back pain from a fall from a month ago. You fell a month ago. By then, your bones, if you did break a bone a month ago, it's about healed on its own by then. So I was like, man, I didn't even talk to my doctor. I didn't discuss it, like, why are you doing this? I just did my job and mind my business. But it was just irritating. Like, why are you making me risk myself if this person really does still have it? Why am I risking myself bringing them to my department? And I work nights, I work overnight, so by then the janitors are gone, so I basically have to clean by myself. I have to do everything on my own, basically. So I'm with this patient by myself, doing everything by myself. I have to clean after I brought them back to the isolation room. It was mind-boggling. And of course, the x-rays were normal. So I'm like, I did this for no reason. Like, I didn't do chest x-rays to make sure he didn't have the virus anymore, you know, to see if it cleared up. I did back x-rays. Like, my mind was just boggled. Like, why are you risking me? But this is what I signed up for. Well, not really, because who thought that COVID-19 would exist at this moment when I started working 2 years ago, or when I went to school and graduated in 15? Like, nobody would have thought that this would happen. But this was so crazy is like, nobody saw this coming. Like, everybody been spending their money. Like, what if, like, everybody had that mentality, like, what's the point of saving if I can't take it with me when I die? Or what's the point of, you know, I have an auntie who stocked up so much, like, toiletries and stuff, and we're like, why is she acting like this still Hurricane Katrina? We went through Hurricane Katrina, and ever since then she used to just hoard so much stuff, paper, toilet tissue, stuff just like back up in the corner to an entry that nobody goes through anymore. So we're like, why is she doing this? And then she was prepared for something that she didn't even know she was prepared for, you know. So now I think it put us on our toes, because this was something that was never thought of, like, never prepared for. So in a way, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise, because like, people are getting more time with their family. Like, you basically get what you asked for. You're like, oh, I'm tired of working, and well, boom, you don't have to work right now. Or, you know, school. Like, I feel like this is a chance for us to, like, really, like, get to know ourselves, find new crafts, new skills, and do what we love, and learn how to do new skills. Like, I feel like the men who are waiting on a barber, I feel like this is a perfect time for you to learn how to cut your own hair. Wow. Especially for the ones who's not working. Like, where do you have to go? Like, if you mess up your hairline, you just wear a hat. You don't have to worry about your boss saying put your hat off, you know. So I feel like this is the perfect time to learn new skills. I haven't had a chance to touch up on my painting, because I usually paint. I haven't had time, because when I have my off days, I just really just have time to I just use the time to relax and watch movies. But if I were one of the ones who got laid off or something, I would have been just painting away, doing new crafts, reading books like I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'll be using it for advantage. So I think that's like, I think y'all should try something different, learn something new, find a new hobby, do something you've been wanting to do, like learn how to do a split or something crazy that doesn't require going outside, like in the park or something. Like if you can do it in your backyard, that's fine, but if it requires being around people or touching something that other people, the public, touch, I wouldn't do it. But I see a lot of people are really getting in touch with their like the whole versus thing, the rap battles. Well, it ain't rap battles, but like the producers and music producers and the DJs and all them, they all just showing off their crafts and just playing back music like a battle type thing. You know, it's Timberland versus what's his name, Swiss Beats. I think that was a genius idea to keep everybody like, you know, who's gonna win this one. And it's not new music, it's old music, but it kind of opened new doors for everybody else, like to open up and have their, like, it's just so creative. Like, I feel like we're going back to a place that, you know, hip hop was dead, and now that's kind of like opening doors. R&B singers will come out with new music, like Usher Ludacris and Lil Jon came out with a song. Like, what? This is actually like a blessing in disguise. I feel like it's bringing us back to a level ground, you know. And they doing a dance, you know. Diddy did the dancing thing. Like, this may be the most entertaining in the black industry that we had in a long time. And like, a lot of us, we don't watch BT anymore because it just went, I don't know, it's just not, I feel like it's not relatable anymore or something. I don't know what it is. It's like again they trying too hard. It don't make sense. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise, and I really can't wait for this to get over. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm supposed to be filling out applications and moving and stuff. That room, like them plans out the door, because it doesn't seem like it's a good time to try to move. So, because I wanted to move because I was just so frustrated from being overworked in my job. But forgive me for saying this, but since the virus has came, it's been keeping people, you know, home. But now I am less overworked, and I kind of appreciate that people are coming in for actual emergencies now. Alright, I'm done painting my toes. I'm just gonna flash it real quick up my feet. It's not cute. Yeah, okay. So I painted my toes. I'm horrible at painting my toes. Like, it probably takes me 2 hours to get it right. Like, I don't know why. I guess I'd be so anxious in a rush. But so yeah, those are done, and I don't know, they're not perfect to me. Like, my nail polish is like hair days for me. Like, my hair looks the best on like day 3, and that's how I feel about my nail polish.
This time I'm really going off. Fireworks.